Hello, beautiful shining souls. My name is Jostine, Intuitive Life Guide from the Philippines. Welcome back to my channel. So, our third to the last life tip of this 37 life tip series. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? Whew, I think this is the last time. I'm so proud of myself and thank you for being a part of this journey with me. However, I think this will be the last time that I will be doing an almost 40 episode series or season. I only had a 1 week mid-season break and then I was like, I feel like I want shorter seasons. We'll see. I can't believe I lasted this long, but thank you so much for being with me and for being so patient, and for those who are watching until the end. Oh, thank you. And watching all the episodes since the beginning, thank you. I really appreciate you. And even if you're just watching one episode, and thank you, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Anyway, our life tip for today is safeguard your space. Okay. I actually have this before as protect your space. I was tuning into the energy of the word protect, and I was feeling like it feels like it's not clicking, it's not clicking. And every time I try to record this life tip, it's not flowing. And then one day I was just, wondering about life, and a thought came up, and I was like, wait, maybe it's not about protecting your space, it's about safeguarding your space, right? Because when I tuned into the energy of protect, it feels defensive, it feels closed off, it feels like you always have to be on the lookout, And then when I played around with safeguarding your space, it felt softer, it felt more expansive and open. And at the same time, there's a solidness in that energy of safeguarding. So I look it up. Safeguarding is what we do to prevent or mitigate potential harm. It is taking precautionary protective measures. Whereas protect, it is the way in which we respond to harm, and it is keeping something or someone safe from harm. So when I read that, I was like, oh, okay, that's why. Because protect, there's that sense of there's already harm going on, and you're just reacting, you're just responding to the outside harm or stimulus. When we safeguard, it's more proactive in a way. We are doing what we can now, whether or not there is harm, right? Or sometimes it could be potential harm. There's harm, but we're not directly impacted by it yet. But we're taking preventive measures to not be affected by it, right? And so I think that's why. To make the long story short, the life tip now is safeguard your space. What does it mean? So, energy is contagious, right? Energy is contagious. That's why it's very important, whether or not you are sensitive to energy, it will affect you. It will affect your way of being, way of living. Because, what we surround ourselves with, whether it's people, what we are consuming, right? What we are watching, what we are listening to, what we are reading, and all that, the environment that we are in, it influences us, right? It influences our energy. And if we are not aware, and if we are not doing our part in safeguarding our space, we will be pulled into the vortex of whatever the energy we are in, right? So it is really important to safeguard our space if we want to have that inner peace. So there's a lot of things vying for our attention, right? There's a lot of things vying for our attention. It is great that our world became smaller in a way. We are connected by technology, right? It's easier to connect with people. It's easier to get information. It's easier to access, different tools and learning the knowledge, learn new skills and all that. But the downside is that we are so connected that if we do not consciously disconnect from the world, we will just be consuming, and the energy of whatever we are consuming will lead our lives. And that's how we get, programmed. That's how society programs us. That's how we get indoctrinated to the things, it is that we are mostly consuming, right? Or whoever we are with. We really need to be conscious of what we allow in our space, what we allow in our lives, right? And this is about designing your environment. So think about first, who do you want to become, right? Who are you choosing to become? Think about the person that wants to be expressed through you, right? That connecting again, like we want to get to know ourselves. We want to get to know who our authentic self is. Hello, I am sorry to insert myself from the regular programming, but again, this month I'm playing around with vocalizing, speaking out loud, my big ask. Last week I have it at the start of the video. Now I'll try inserting my invitation in the middle and see how it feels for myself and also for you. Anyway, if you are open to hearing it, please stay tuned. If not, check out the timestamp in the description box and you may go ahead and jump to the next part of the content of this video. Alright. And you're still here. Let's see if I can make this quick. My big ask, if you are finding this episode, my channel, helpful and valuable for you, please consider supporting me and my soul work and mission. There are 3 ways that you can do this. First is engage. So please feel free to give this a thumbs up. Share this with someone who might find this video valuable, or you may also comment, send me a message in my email or in the Ask Me Anything Google form if you want to remain anonymous. Let me know how this is helping you. I would really love to know, and I would also love to connect with you. Second is donate. So if you are feeling called to share monetary support, I have a Google form in the description box. The details on how you can donate is in that Google form. And then lastly is avail. I have written books, and if you are residing in the Philippines, you may purchase the physical copy of the book via our Shopee online store. Or if you are living abroad, you may check out Self-Love Elevated, which I co-authored with other amazing women all over the world. It is available on Amazon, paperback and ebook. And for my book, Thank Goodness I Got Lost, it is available as an ebook for purchase in my Ko-fi account. If you're resonating with my energy and you want to work with me one-on-one, I do Reiki healing, life coaching, intuitive reading, send me a message and let's explore how we can work together if it is a right fit and if I am the right person to support you at this time in your journey. Other than that, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your journey at this time. If you are a subscriber already, thank you for sharing your energy in our YouTube community. And if you're not yet, if you're feeling called and inspired and this is resonating with you, you may want to consider subscribing so that you are updated when I publish new videos. Alright, so I think that's about it. Thank you so much. Back to our regular programming. And then we design our environment so that it will be easier for us to express our fullest expression of our highest self. If we want to have that peace, if we want more joy, if we want more abundance, if we want more healing, if we want more fulfillment, if you want whatever it is, right? Whatever you want to bring in, whatever energy you want to bring in, then be intentional with what you're allowing with your space. All right? And that's how you can bring in those energies, right? If we are consciously creating the environment for that energy to come in and for us to be in that energy as well, right? I feel like that is messy, but anyway. One thing that I want to share, we can control ourselves, right? We can control ourselves, but we cannot control other people. And there are things that we cannot control that are outside of our control, and that's just a fact of life. And that is totally okay. If you're not in the capacity yet to fully remove yourself from your current environment, if it is not serving you, if it is not supporting you, start small. Look at where you can shift. Make those little shifts, make those little changes so that bit by bit, slowly, steadily, you can safeguard your space, right? I imagine it like, you're in your house. If you're living with other people, right? You have your sanctuary, your room, your bedroom. In that space, you can choose what you want to allow in, right? And then when you get out of that room, you will be sharing your space with other people. So this will be the people that you live with, you work with, etc. There will be times that you need to interact with them and you will feel their energy, right? You cannot help it. But you can choose how much, right, you interact with them. And you can choose to mindfully respond and engage with whatever they're bringing in or bringing up. Right? For example, you're having conversation and they're having conversation about this, I don't know, problems, about what the problems in the world is. You can choose to engage in that conversation, or you can choose to passively listen if you cannot get out yet, right? And just allow it to come in one ear and then out in the other. Or you can choose to walk away, right? So there's that. And then there's outside of your house. This is now the community that you are in, the organizations, the outer the outer world, right? The society. And in that case, you can choose to go to this mall, go to this park, to stay in this hotel, meaning that you can choose where you want to go. You can choose what experiences you want to bring in or what experiences you want to have, right? So, yeah, I really felt this is messy. I apologize. I'm just sharing it out there because now, I shared earlier that whenever I try to record this episode, the words are not flowing, but now the words are flowing. But I know that it is a little messy and it needs to be refined. But anyway, that's what these videos are for. So yeah, anything else I want to share about this topic? I think that's about it. It's just really tune in to that, that sovereign part of yourself, right? You hold the key. You have the power to choose who you want to become. And whatever choice you make, own it, right? Own it. Because that's how we can take responsibility of our lives and design our lives and co-create with God, with the divine, with life, with the universe. All right? Anything else? I feel complete. That's about it. Thank you so much for bearing with me for still watching this. Let me know how it landed for you, if you received something from this. I hope so. Alright, thank you so much everyone. Until the next episode. Peace, love, and light. The world is waiting for your magic.